And DK Show fans, we are here on site yet again, another weekend, another voyage for great junior hockey. Great hockey all around. We've got people from all age ranges, people from all shapes, all sizes, and all parts of the country here at the Jersey Hitmen Showcase. In our home of New Jersey, we didn't have to travel that far this weekend, Lucas, for once. We're not building up the mileage here.
That's true, Dan. You know, it was like a 15-minute commute for you, about a 45-minute commute for me. I could get used to this.
I could get used to this, and I could always get used to USPHL hockey. We've got the NCDC 18U, 16U. We've got players from all throughout the country. We've got a little music in the background. You can't beat it. Everyone's getting ready here. We're going to have food. We're going to have soft drinks, coffee, anything you could want at the Jersey Hitmen Showcase. Lucas, what's going to be the highlight of the day for you?
Well, besides all the great hockey action, Dan, every time I come to the Ice Vault, the music is phenomenal. There was some AC/DC before, a little Billy Idol. Now we got some Brown Eyed Girl going behind us. I'm just waiting for the Van Halen, which made a substantial appearance last time I was here.
Lucas is worried about the music, and I'm worried about the beautiful sounds of skates on ice. I'm ready for hockey, we're ready for hockey, and we hope you're ready for the DK Show takes over the Jersey Hitmen Showcase. Dan K, Lucas Jones, it's the Dan K Show here from beautiful Wayne, New Jersey. Lucas, beautiful enough for me to call it home. We didn't have to travel this week. It's a local showcase for Lucas and I this week. We're here at the Ice Vault Arena, beautiful Wayne, New Jersey, and it's time for Dan K's three things. Thing number one, USPHL hockey aplenty this weekend. We just got done watching the Richmond Generals take on the Jersey Hitmen. If you didn't see it live, go to My Hockey TV, go to Hockey TV, watch it now. Thing number two, Dada, the magician, Eddie Dada in that game. Jersey Hitmen star. I've seen this guy in the top 10 plays from each showcase each and every week. Eddie Dada, Lucas, next level hockey player, great talent. Thing number three, we saw some of our biggest fans this week. Jersey Hitmen 15U, you've got an interview coming up next that you have to see to believe. Lucas, I always like to surprise you. I usually do the three things and not let you talk. Do you have a thing this week?
I actually do have a thing, Dan. I was ready for you this time. My thing, my first thing, and I think the fourth thing overall is, what a great brand of hockey that's here today. I mean, we have been jumping around. You know, it's been a short day so far. I've only been here for a couple of hours, but we have been jumping around from rink to rink, watching goals go in the back of the net, watching great teamwork on the ice, great passing, great skating, open ice, defensive play, great shots on goal, great blocks by goaltenders. I mean, all the way from the young guys, all the way up to the older guys. We got the Hitmen playing a little bit later today. Has just been so phenomenal all day. It's been riveting.
You want to talk about an awoken giant? Last weekend, we go to the IHC opener, the NCDC level, and these guys take one on the nose there. You know, they take a loss to the Northern Cyclones. The Cyclones use that physicality to take a big-time road win, put themselves on the map. But guess what IHC does to bounce back? They come here, they win two straight. Just took one from the New Jersey Rockets out there on the ice. We got great hockey, all levels, all ages, all shapes, all sizes. Time to watch USPHL hockey and more Dan K Show coming up after this. Hey, Dan K Show fans, we found some more Dan K Show fans. These are the Jersey Hitmen 15U. These guys win, 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 no matter what. And they also win because they watch the Dan K Show. We hope you're watching at home. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves to the folks at home.
I'm Jed Marone.
Marcus Fabianchi.
Tommy McCarron.
Nick Johansson.
Ben Wakefield.
Lucas Jones.
That's Lucas Jones. Lucas, how long have you been on this team?
For about 10 seconds.
10 seconds. He's very excited to see you here. He's got some great flow. Gentlemen, let's talk about your season so far. How's it started off for you?
Started off strong, 6-1.
Okay. 6-1 now. Now talk about it. I heard somebody had a pretty epic day in net today.
17 shots.
17 shots, 17 stops. Now, pretty epic day, but you got to say, your defense in front of you only allowing 17 shots to get through. Got to be pretty exciting, right?
Defense really been helping me this year.
Do we have any defensemen here? Do we have any defensemen? Of course we don't have defensemen because the forwards and the goaltenders love the spotlight. You know, the defensemen love to get hit. But I think we have a pretty exciting moment here. Somebody's a pretty huge Dan K Show fan in this group. Come over here, introduce yourself.
My name is Ben Wakefield. I'm a pretty huge Dan K Show fan. I've been waiting to meet Dan for a while, and I just want to shout out to my teammate Jake Auerbach, who's concussed right now. And shout out to you, Jake. I know you wanted to be here for this moment to meet Dan with me. We were planning to meet him in New Hampshire. We met him in Jersey. Big day.
This is a hometown meetup right here. I'm from Jersey myself, gentlemen. I love the state of Jersey. Jersey strong. Jake, we hope you're going to get strong. You're going to get strengthened up. We're going to interview you. We're going to go one-on-one. We're going to do a nice little interview in New Hampshire. I will meet you, Jake. Now let's talk here. What do you want to see more of on the Dan K Show? As a fan, give us something. What do you want to see more of? You want to see more of you talk? Do you want to see, what do you want to see?
Well, I especially enjoyed last year during Christmas when you came in, interviewed some of our boys at practice and stuff. I think a little more, inside the room type stuff like that.
I like it. Well, that's what we're trying to do this year. That's why we're traveling everywhere. We're going to be in Chicago next weekend. We're going to be in New Hampshire the weekend after that. We're going to be up in North Andover. We'll be all over the place. Gentlemen, what's the goal this year as a team?
To make it to the national championships.
National championships or bust? Would you say or bust?
Or bust.
Or bust. That is the hot take of the afternoon. All right, closing remarks here. I haven't talked to you yet, sir. That's all right. I want to talk to that. That's a great tie. First of all, great tie. Yeah. Matching the blue with the red. It's a statement piece, I like to call it. What made you go with that look today?
It was on my laundry basket. I saw it, and I was like, I'll look good with this, and I put it on.
The reason why I started wearing bow ties was solely because it was in my laundry basket. I needed to throw it on. Next thing you know, everyone goes, oh, you're the bow tie guy. Once I got called bow tie guy, it was like, hey, I guess I got to wear bow ties for the rest of my life. And that's what I do. Gentlemen, good luck this year. I hope you bring home a title.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Thanks for interviewing us.
Nice meeting you guys. We're going to meet you again in New Hampshire, and we're going to be looking for you folks everywhere we go throughout the season. Keep watching Dan K Show. Nice job.
I gotta face on my dad.
Thank you.
Hey Dan K Show fans, Dan K back here, retreated to the Dan K Show studios to bring you a new segment we're going to have each week when we go on the road. It's called the wraparound. Every favorite goal scorer's goal is when they go around the back of the net with that nice little nifty one-handed move to get it by the goaltender. Tendies beware. It's the wraparound. The wraparound's when we're going to run through each level of the league. Me and Lucas going back and forth with a little bit of goal scoring leaders, assist leaders, some of the games from the past weekend, and the standings updates from each and every level. First, I'm going to kick it off with the NCDC and Premier. Lucas will take the Elite. I'll go back with the 18U, and then Lucas will finish us off with the 16U level. Starting at the NCDC, let's go. The Hitmen and IHC, two familiar foes from last year, from the year before, from every year. Add them to the list of teams that you are used to seeing play well in the USPHL brand name. Jersey Hitmen IHC and the weekend, first and second place, but the Hitmen lead the way with 18 points, and leading the way for them, the assist getter, Jeff Lacerdo. This young man has been absurdo the way he's distributing the puck. He's got 11 assists this year so far, leading the league in points as well. But leading the league in goals from the Boston Bandits. That's the Boston Bandits. Yes, sir. It is Josh Vertentes. And this young man has been scoring in bunches. Started the year, week one, as the leading goal scorer and hasn't looked back since. Top goal scorer. This is a must-watch right now. If you haven't seen Josh live, you better get out and see it. Moving on, we've got, over the weekend, after IHC gets a 3-game sweep of the weekend, and Jersey gets a 3-game sweep of the weekend, both stand in first and second place. But let's look at that 3-way logjam in third, all tied with 13 points. You got the Connecticut Junior Rangers, South Shore Kings, and the Syracuse Stars. All three went 2-1 over the weekend in Jersey. Moving on to the Premier, let's go to wraparound segment number 2. Let's take a peek at the standings first. In Florida, the Palm Beach Hawks lead the way 6-1-0 with 12 points total. In the Mid-Atlantic Division, you've got the Jersey Hitmen and New Jersey Rockets. It's an all-Jersey tie in the Mid-Atlantic, both with 14 points. Moving down to the Midwest, you've got the East and West divisions in this Premier level. The East leaders, the Chicago Cougars, a 7-point advantage right now on second place. They've gone 6-0-0 to start the year. That's a 12-point get
to start the way. Midwest West, you got the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings. It's an all John Schwartz Midwest, top of the leaderboard action right now. The River Kings 6-0-0. They got 12 points as well. They are the Kings of the Midwest West. Moving to the north, you got the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs at 8-0-0. This team is unstoppable right now with 16 points. Only tying them, they're not undefeated, but the Syracuse Stars 7-3-2. The Monarchs with 4 games in hand on these guys, but the Stars also at 16 points. A strong start for Syracuse as well. Finally, rounding out the premier level standings, the Southeast Carolina Eagles. Let's look at this team because they swept the weekend against the Atlanta squad out there. And, you know, this is a team that dropped 2. They got swept on a weekend by the Hampton Roads Whalers. And how did they bounce back? They beat the Charlotte Rush 2 in a row. Then they take 2 from Atlanta. This is a team on a 4-game win streak coming off of a very disappointing weekend against the Hampton Roads Whalers. This is right now to me a 4-5 team race. But the 3 leading the way for me, the 3 that could take this division at any time, the Hampton Roads Whalers, who have beaten the Carolina Eagles team, the Charlotte Rush, and the Carolina Eagles. Anybody can take that one. That's going to be a great barn burner of a race down the stretch. Moving down, let's look at the leaders in the Premier. You know, goals leader Alex Parasunko of the Springfield Picks, 15 goals. That's 5 more than the closest competitor. He had 5 goals. That difference, that was all made up on the 8th. On October 8th, this young man put up 5 goals in a game against the New York Aviators, a 6-2 win for his Springfield Picks. He put up 6 goals on that day as they played again later in the evening, and he scored 1 more while adding an assist. That's a 7-point day. Alex, wow, young man. Assist, you know, the leading assist getters got a 3-way tie. Austin Quarters of the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings. This is a young man last year who I saw wearing a River Kings mascot costume, really doing his part, really earning his way on the River Kings. And now this young man leading the team and league in assists. Tied with him, Oscar Thor, come on, from the Palm Beach Hawks, greatest last name of all time. And Tyler Dill. You know, if you're ever in a pickle, look to Dill. He's going to find the man he needs to get the assist to. And that is a Charlotte Rush star in Tyler Dill. Moving down, goalie leading the way in this Premier Division, that's Justin Crawford of the New Hampshire Monarchs, who's 5-0-0 with an 0.89. Looking at a couple of games that caught my eye over the weekend, the Detroit Fighting Irish beat the Motor City Hawks in the Battle of the Bridge, the Battle of Detroit, a 5-4 OT win on Friday night. On Monday, Christian Heller of the shuts out the Pal Junior Islanders, stopping 21-21 for the Boston Bandits Premier, and the Carolina Eagles again, the 4-game win streak in the Premier. Now over the Lucas with the Elite Update.
Thanks, Dan. Well, it's time to move to the Elite League. We're going to go to the Florida Division first, where the Palm Beach Hawks are in first, but the Florida Eels are hot on their tail, only down by 1 point, and 1 point behind them is the Tampa Bay Juniors. And the Juniors are being led by goalie Perry Giannino, a 1.25 goals against average. He is really lighting it up down there, and I got to say that Florida Division as a whole is playing some great hockey. Can't wait to get down there, hopefully, this winter. Moving to the Mid-Atlantic Division, we got the Rockets leading by 6 points over the Jersey Hitmen and the Whalers, who are both tied for 3rd place with 10 points. That's going to be a good division to watch as we move forward as well. Now, back up to the north. Hey, newcomers, the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs are sitting pretty at 11-3. The Bandits are hot on their trail, however. They've got the top skater and the top goalie over there. They've got Ryan Reese, who's got 17 goals and 17 assists, combining for 34 points so far in the season. And their top goaltender, Justice Overly, who's sporting a very nice .956 save percentage. Some big offensive and defensive production happening from the Junior Monarchs. And in the Southwest Division, the Charlotte Rush are up by 4 points. This might be my division to watch going forward. There is a lot of great competition down there. The standings are a little uneven. You've got teams with 6 games played, 10 games played, 8 games played. As all the games played starts to even out as we move through the season, that might prove to be a very interesting division to watch. So now let's send it back to Dan for the 18U.
Thank you for the toss, Lucas. Let's go to the 18U. And quick on a wraparound here as we're trying to speed it up and get quick with it. North and South standings. The leader of the North, New Hampshire Junior Monarchs. Again, are you getting tired of hearing that name? Well, this team is not getting tired of winning. They've got 11 points. They're 5-1-0. In the South, the Skipjacks Hockey Club leads the way, and this is an organization and a brand that I've grown to love to watch out there on the ice. They are 7-0-1 with 15 points. Let's look at a goalie who's been a standout. How about Matt Salker of the Selects Academy? He's got 2 starts. He's got 2 shutouts. A great goaltender in net. Looking at Saturday's action, it was Shutout City, Shutout Saturday in the 18U. You had 4 shutouts. It was goaltender aplenty. Let's give all the love to the goaltenders this week on the wraparound, because we got to give some love to the scorers and assist getters next week on the wraparound. But today we'll talk about the Jersey Shore Whalers, who are led by Ryan Dowd with a 45 save shutout over IHC. Wow, Jersey Shore Whalers, Ryan Dowds, look for him, look him up. If he's playing near you, you better watch him. Moving down the list, the PAL Junior Islanders shut out Boston Junior Bruins. Anthony Orellano with the 29 save shutout there. Then moving down the list, CP Dynamo, they shut out the Springfield Picks. That's Alex Fowler in net with 19 stops. And New Hampshire, the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs, they had a 11 save shutout. That was Oliver Quinn. You know, you want to talk about team defense. How about only allowing 11 shots on net in a shutout? Incredible showing by the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs. Incredible showing in the 18U so far. We're going to be talking a lot more 18U going forward here, because this league is fun to watch. This has been Dan, moving back to Lucas. Going to do the 16U and then close us out for the wraparound.
Thanks, Dan. Let's move down to the 16U. We've got a North and a South division down there. Let's start with the North. We've got the Junior Bruins tied with the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs leading that division with 10 points, but right behind them is IHC and the CP Dynamo. They're tied with 7 points, and you've got these 4 teams that are going to be vying for control of this division. Now down to the South, the Skipjacks are in sole possession of first place with 16 points, but right behind them, you've got the NJ Hitmen, the PAL Junior Islanders, and the New Jersey Rockets all tied with 12 points. 16U division, always fun, always interesting to watch. Let's see how these powerhouse teams can put together the middle and the back half of the season. But to highlight some individual efforts in the 16U, we've got Mike Cossacks, who's on the New Jersey Rockets. He's got 10 goals and 10 assists, tied for first place with 20 points. The man who he's tied with, Marcus Jochen. And I'm sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong, Marcus, but you should not be sorry for the effort that you've been putting up so far this season. 20 points as well with 5 goals and 15 assists. Love to see the assist guys get some spotlight time. And now on to the goaltenders. We've got Jacob Zacharitz, who's got 90 shots on goal so far this year. You know how many of those shots on goal he has stopped? 86. That means he's only given up 4 goals so far this season. He's even got a shutout, which is tough to do in a division as competitive in the 16U. That's all for this week's wraparound segment, where we took a quick jaunt around the league. Now, let's go to the empty net.
Hey, Dan K Show fans, yet another weekend in the books. Another travel, a shorter travel this week to the Icefall Arena in Wayne, New Jersey. We got to watch some great hockey here at the Jersey Hitmen Showcase. Lucas, what's the highlight of the weekend for you after this? We wrap this one up.
Well, you know, it's seeing all the great competition. You know, I sound like a broken record every time we come to these showcases, but just seeing that every game is so quick, is so competitive, seeing teams getting all their lines on the ice, everybody's getting a chance to play, you know, it really showcases the depth of talent that's in this league. Really, you saw a lot of depth. Watching the Premier, watching the elite levels here today was some of the most exciting hockey I've seen in a while in this realm in the United States. It's been great hockey to watch today. You know, we just watched the Islanders v. Islanders matchup. I had the Islanders. Who'd you have? I had the Islanders.
I had the Islanders. It was PAL versus Islanders HC. That was a great matchup. Great game to watch. Fun little matchup there. IHC putting Felix St. John in net, who's one of my favorite tendies in the NCDC. Fun to watch. Let's go to the empty net here, Lucas, how we close out every show, and yet another show on the road. Let's close out the empty net with Carol Sisti, who you know, a grandparent here. We got a chance to meet her. How fun was it meeting Carol?
Oh, it was great. You know, she was so excited, and you get to meet the people who actually, you know, watch the show and they're interested in it, and they come and talk to us. You know, that's the reason we always say we do the show is to for the fans, for the players, for the grandparents, for everybody involved.
That's what it's for. We're here to entertain you. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear what you want from the Dan K Show. You know, next as we have a car coming through, we have Harold, our friend from Austria who we met this week, who's going to be sending us videos now. How fun was it meeting Harold?
Oh, it was great. You know, he's got a great eye for film and photos. The videos that he sent us were phenomenal, and you know that goes for pretty much everybody. If you've got photos or video you want to send us, go ahead and send it our way. We'll put it on the show.
Send it our way. And lastly, the Jersey Hitmen thanked us for coming out. They said it was fun seeing us around the building this weekend, and you know what? It was fun being here. You gotta love an event like this. You know, they got the pub in the place. You don't even have to leave to eat. You know, you got so many rinks to go to, so much great hockey, so much entertainment. You got the apparel shops inside. One-stop shop here at the Ice Vault. One of my favorite places to watch hockey.
Oh, absolutely. You know, obviously it's close to home, which is a huge benefit for the two of us, but it's such a great venue to watch hockey. You get 3 rinks. There's constantly action. Like you said, there's food right inside. You know, I know we have a tendency to come in and make little jokes about the food menu and things like that, but the food here is great. The atmosphere is great. Great place to watch hockey.
As it always goes, you know, we just want to again thank each and every team that welcomes us into their buildings each weekend as we travel around the country watching the best hockey league on the planet. We want to thank Bobby Reese, Toby Harris, Jim Hunt, and the rest of the Hitman organization. As always, class act organization, one of the top organizations in the world. And you know, it's just... how fun is it to work with organizations like the Hitmen, like IHC last weekend, and next weekend working with the Chicago Cougars?
Well, you know, it's organizations like this that make our job easier. You know, everyone that we've worked with so far this year has been great in terms of getting us the information that we need, and that just goes to show you how organized, how professional everything is, which is a huge benefit for us and even more so for the players.
It is a benefit to be here. You know, I always say it's a blessing to work in an industry like this, to be able to be on camera entertaining you folks at home. We got to meet a lot of fans this weekend. We hope you keep watching. We hope you love the Dan K Show. And if you don't, let us know why. We're happy to pivot, change, and make it a little better for you. From Dan K and Lucas Jones, we've had a great time here in Wayne, New Jersey. Look for us in Chicago, Illinois. Beautiful Chi-Town. It's the Windy City, but it's going to be... an ice-filled city next weekend. Lucas, parting words before we get on our flights to Chicago. Nothing for him. We're about to go. You know, we have 2 different routes. When we both hop on a plane, this guy immediately goes to sleep. Sleeps the entire flight. Me, I can't sleep. Try flying a red eye with this guy. I'm the guy who's running up and down the aisles, kind of entertaining people. And when I say entertaining, I'm meaning making a lot of enemies because they do not want me to talk. They want to go to sleep. I can't sleep on a red eye, but I'll try for this guy. Most likely, I'll keep him up all night, talking his ear off about USPHL hockey, and that's what we'll keep doing. We'll keep talking your ears off about USPHL hockey. Thanks for watching the Dan K Show. When Dan K's on the mic, it's always hockey night. Wait, don't ever hit that button. You're hitting the button before the close of the show. We have to give time for the credits to roll.
Now you're in.
And in true Wayne's World fashion, car. So we gotta wait here as a car drives through, and we give the credits. Thank you, and a shout out to the car. Oh, we got 2 cars. Come on through. Another shout out. Welcome to the Dan K Show, everybody. They made it on the Dan K Show this week, and if you want to be on the Dan K Show, game on. Wayne's World, watch it. One of the greatest movies of all time. Dan K Show, one of the best shows of all time, right?
I think so.
We hope.